Good afternoon. I'm Rachel Tolbert, Police Chief of Redlands Police Department. I'd like to start today by extending our sincere condolences to Emilio Ghanem's family and friends. They faced an incredibly difficult situation, and the progression from hope to heartbreak over the past 2 years as this case has transitioned from a missing person to a homicide investigation. Our hearts are with them during this very difficult time. Emilio Ghanem was reported missing shortly after he visited a Starbucks in the city of Redlands on May 25, 2023. Later that day, surveillance video captured the rented Nissan Frontier that he was driving in the city of Grand Terrace. The truck was subsequently located abandoned in the Mojave Desert, burned, and containing evidence consistent with homicide. For nearly 2 decades, Mr. Ghanem had been a member of His Way Spirit-led
What's up, Lala?
a religious organization based in the city of Hemet and led by Daryl and Shelley Martin. He left that organization shortly
What's
before
up,
his
Lala?
recent acts.
What
The
you on?
secretive and manipulative actions by the Martins and the members of His Way Spirit-led assemblies presented particular challenges to the department's
What up, Nolan Day?
This case required
I'm about to open the phone lines right now. Tonight we gonna have a conversation to debate. Damn, I spelled who wrong. Hold on, let me fix this right here. Let me fix my Q&A. We're gonna debate America first. I'm saying the GOP, neither the GOP, the Republicans, or the Democrats are acting America first right now. And I wanna see who's actually America first. Hold on, chat. Okay. Damn, what are you gonna let me make it small? Oh, did he? Dude. Alright, there we go. Dang. I ain't been live like this in a minute, chat. Y'all gotta give me a little grace. Y'all give me a little grace. Alright, there we go. All right, man. I got the phone lines open, man. We finna talk about America first. What up, Asha? What up, Gerard? We finna see who America first, man. I'm saying that right now, neither the GOP or the Dems, man, nobody's acting very America first right now. Nobody's acting very America first right now. What's up, Asha? What's up, Gerard? We do have the phone lines open. I'm gonna wait till we get some calls. I was just looking at they said alleged California cult leaders arrested for members murder. So it's looking like somewhere in SoCal, I guess somebody got unalived a couple years ago, and they're just now bringing charges on the group. They're just now bringing charges on their group. You said what's America first? Just putting America first, man. Putting America first, moving intentional for the future of our country and the future of our children's country. You said is this Diddy? No. You said, what do I, man, get the hell out of here. Get send your ass out of here, man. Get send your ass out of here, man. I got the phone lines open though, man. If anybody wants to call in and talk about it, you said, is Trump the supreme leader? No. Trump is not the supreme leader. Trump is the president of the United States of America. Trump is not the supreme leader. Trump is the president of the United States. OGT or Shakur, man, Shakur gonna have to do something, man. I think I'm riding with Shakur. You said from Bundy Beach to the Sea of Australia shall be free. Bundy Beach is crazy, man. Bundy Beach is crazy. Whatever they did over there was horrible. It was horrendous. Um, wow, they just kicked me off stream like that. In my back chat, they just had kicked me off stream, man. Appreciate y'all for the jewels, man. They had just kicked me off stream. You said, what do I think about the housing rates? I think rates are about to go down because Jerome Powell's about to come out. Now, what I did see, what we're gonna talk about in the morning is Warren Buffett, I think Berkshire Hathaway just moved like 348 million into the Japan's currency. I believe they moved like 340 million into Japan's currency. They said that nobody, we have about $9 trillion worth of debt coming due. Nobody wants to touch it. You know, our credit rating has went down. Nobody wants to touch that debt we have coming due. So the Fed's about to start buying it again. So the Fed's about to start buying debt. They said the last time something like this happened, we got like 20% inflation. So it could go either way. I watch Clear Value Tax a lot for that type of information. I would tell y'all to go see what Clear Value Tax is talking about. I can really see what he's saying right now. Let's see what Clear Value Tax is saying. Clear Value Tax said the melt up is coming. He said the Fed money printing starts December 12th. So he's saying the Fed's about to start printing. He 7 days ago he said another US credit downgrading is coming. So I guess we're about to get downgraded again. We got the 9 trillion coming due in loans. Nobody wants to touch it. So the Fed's about to start buying it. It's finna be fucked up. You said Japan's currency is not good. Their currency is shit. I mean, probably, but it's when you got Berkshire Hathaway moving that much money into it, something's about to go. Because most of the time, people keep American dollars because they're the cleanest shirt in the room. You know, it's like shit. It's not perfect, but it's the cleanest shirt in the room. And then Berkshire Hathaway's moving about 350 million into Japan's currency. Something's probably getting ready to happen. Fed to resume net asset purchase worth is 40 billion in securities this month. So the Fed's about to start back buying up shit, man. The Fed is about to start back buying up shit. But we do have another federal chair coming. Jerome Powell is out. Jerome Powell is going to be out here in a couple months. Trump will put somebody in there that's going to do his bidding. He will put somebody in there that's going to do his bidding for sure. I don't have any investment advice. I don't really give financial advice. What I will say, just as you know, plug to the chat, you know what I'm saying? What I will say is become a small prepper if you have to, man. Keep your canned goods, man. Start penny pinching if you have to, man. If you got a penny pinch, man, because it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. Keep you a little precious metals, you know, some silver. If you got gold money, buy gold. Gold's high as hell right now, but I would just use silver. Nobody wants to, you know, try to buy a loaf of bread or something like that with a piece of gold. So I would just get some silver, you know what I'm saying? And double down, increase your income. That's what I'm in the middle of doing right now. I'm cutting down on expenses, and I'm trying to increase my cash flow. I'm cutting down on expenses, trying to increase my cash flow. So that's pretty much all I can say. Cut down expenses, increase cash flow, man. You said buy some cheap land, yeah. Grab you some cheap land, man. You said Samsung has a new battery tech with silver coating lithium, so silver will skyrocket soon. I've seen people, I've seen people say silver to $100. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen people say silver to $200. But when I first started grabbing silver, chat, when I first started buying silver, it was like $20, and then you know they put the premiums on it, so like 23, $24. You know, when I first started really just buying silver, like 2021, 2022, off in there, I was paying like 21, $22 an ounce, but I was also paying that premium. You said, I don't think it's gonna go how you think. The idea is to lower interest rates to fuel the economy and lower taxes to further fuel the economy, create growth like Trump did in 17 and 18. Yeah, but we have the difference between 17 and 18 is that we're in a different standpoint. We didn't have all of these commercial real estate loans coming due. We didn't have this melt up going like 16, 17, like post pandemic, all economies are just different. They behave a little different. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel I understand what you're getting at. Like that's what we think the playbook is. You know, lower interest rates, fuel the economy, lower taxes, fuel the economy, create growth. That's the plan. That's the plan. But it's kind of hard for that to be the plan if we're, let's say, invading Venezuela. It's kind of hard for that to be the plan if um let's say the feds are already printing money, man. The feds finna start buying back everything. We're getting our credit downgraded. So it's a lot going on. Our credit let's see what the US credit.
United States of America is at a real risk of another credit rating downgrade. And if that happens, then there's going to be financial consequences for we the people. So the three largest credit rating agencies are S&P, Moody's, and Fitch. AAA is the highest score. So this is considered investment grade of the highest quality. So a country's going to receive a AAA credit rating by demonstrating their ability to manage the country's irresponsible fiscal policy making, AAA credit rating score as well. The reasons that they gave were a last-minute debt ceiling crisis. And then in August, the 2023.
Okay, so our credit rating went down from the AAA to the AA. They're saying we're probably about to get downgraded again just to A. That's crazy. According to Clear Value Tax, man. Does anybody want to call in, man? I have the phone lines open. I really want somebody to call in. It's kind of hot in this motherfucker chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little hot in here, man. Damn. Y'all know I got in an accident last week. So my vehicle is down. I'm currently in, you know what I'm saying, a striker is what the YNs call them. No, it's a rental car chat, but the YNs call them strikers. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, you said they have to reset our money. Of course. Did y'all see what Putin came out and said? Putin last week, Putin was like, the US is gonna wipe out all of their 40 trillion in debt. They're gonna use crypto to do it, you know. Basically the same playbook, the same thing the XRP community's been speaking about over the last since 2017, 2018, 2019, man, that the reset is coming, you know. Just like the gold buyback, man. They're just gonna reset the debt, man. Trade in your dollars, get you a little bit of this CBDC and shit going about your business. You said best cars, hands down, 1999 to 2011 Lincoln Town Car. Them Town cars, alright. I like them, the longer style Lincoln Town Car. I know what the 2011 was you talking about. I think the one I like was like a 2010, 2009. Yeah, all right. Somebody called in. Let me call you back. Hold on. What's up, Ender? What's up, JP?
Hello?
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, bro?
Oh, this Carlos?
It's Jared, bro.
Oh, what's up with it, Jared?
No, Jared. You said Gerard, but
Oh,
it's Jared.
what's up, Jared? Yeah, my bad.
Once their kids are hungry and crying, you think they ain't gonna come over there and knock you with a hammer to take what's yours? even though you know the person for 30 years. People are crazy when their kids are hungry, you know?
Nah, people do get
So,
wild
like
with
you said, I recommend you prep up, like you said, but definitely get your money out of the bank.
So yeah, man, but you know they're already stopping people from getting their money out of the bank. They're making people give a
Oh,
reason to close down their bank accounts. They're making people give a reason to withdraw anything. I'm not gonna say anything, but I've seen 3,500. I've seen people go try to get 3,500 out, and they're like, "You got to
no,
tell us why."
what is it for? Well you gotta give them a good answer. You gotta say it's for a house that I'm about to buy, cash, and I'm remodeling it, or for a car I'm about to buy. You know, you can't just not have a reason, because then they'll give you that whole runaround. You just give them a nice little reason why it is that you want to take that money out, and like you said, they're gonna ask, and you tell them, hey, yeah, there's a house that's for sale, but cash only, and I want to move on, or something like that. They can't. They're legally bound to give you. They can't legally hold your money. You understand what I mean?
Correct, but it's kind of like, but you still have to give them a reason. So it's like they can legally hold your money if you don't give them a
So
reason.
the reason that's what I'm saying. So you give them a reason like that, like, well, it's that much because, well, the house is cash, or a car. You know what I'm saying? Give them a good reason. That's all you gotta do. Once you give them a good reason, they'll give you the cash. I took out 10 grand, not, I think maybe like 4 months ago,
No,
and then
most
after I
definitely.
started seeing what was going on, I started taking out smaller increments until I got it all out. And now I got myself a big daddy estate. You know what I'm saying?
No, most definitely, man. How do you feel about safety deposit boxes?
Negative. That's even worse, bro. Because in a safety deposit box, you don't have to put what's in the box. On some, you can, but on most of them, there's an option to not put what's in that for privacy concerns. So they could just say your stuff's not even in there,
Hold
or
on, Jerry. Let
you,
me let me address a troll right quick. He said, "Bro has horrible facial hair. God blessed me with these looks. You know, He didn't bless me with facial hair, but He blessed me with these looks, man. Every morning you wake up and look in the mirror, and you just want to cry. Will Watson, 2150. You just want to cry every time you look at yourself. Will, go ahead, Jerry.
no, you're good, bro. Yeah, no, but that's pretty much all I really had to say, man. Like stock up on water, you know, supplies. Try to start your own little garden, like you said. Even
Correct.
if it's small, all you really need is maybe about 10 feet by 10 feet to grow enough food for one or two people. And I mean, it'd be nice to have a goat, maybe a chicken that could lay some eggs. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple of chicklets, get some chicken out of the chicken as well. You know, it doesn't have to be on a grand scale, as long as the only problem is it depends on where you are with chickens, because some HOAs don't allow you to have free range. So that's a little trickier when it comes to like the chicken, um, having chicken. But when it
Okay.
comes to vegetables and stuff like that, yeah, you can start yourself with your own little garden. I'm getting ready to buy a goat. That way I can make cheese and milk. You know?
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. Alexander says love city deposit boxes, but no matter what no matter what you have, even gold, you have to convert it to spit. That's why I said silver. It's gonna be a lot easier to do day-to-day transactions or everyday transactions with silver than it is gold, and you'll be able to retain a lot more of your value, especially if you're
That is 100% correct. You are correct. I would move into crypto too. Just because it's dropped right now, it ain't it ain't gone. Trust me.
Correct. Another thing too, when we talk about the water supply, see, at first I didn't really realize how much water you were supposed to have on hand. I didn't know you were supposed to have 60 days worth of water on hand.
Oh yeah, man. I have. They're called in Spanish. They're called cisternas. And what it is, it's like a big blue or white, like
To a
and you fill
barrel,
up every.
plastic barrel.
Yeah, exactly. And that'll keep water in there for you to bathe through your house and toilet, and you can even boil the water. You know what I mean? And
Right.
they try to like throw shit. Sorry about cursing. I didn't mean to curse. Throw stuff in the what do you call it? Into the clouds and start cloud seeding, and then the water's coming down that way. Um, so it doesn't affect you. You boil it like any normal water that you're trying to filter out any bacteria. You know, and they're really good. They're not that expensive. You can get one for about $400 or $500.
Right.
And
I got a pack of those life straws too. I got like a 5 pack, a 3 pack of those life straws.
yeah, those are good too. Yep, the light straws. Yep, because that you can drink water anywhere. That's like part of your like that go bag. You know what I mean? Part of your uh, in case you're. I'm fortified. That's the thing. I don't have to. I'm making myself as fortified as possible. A good thing to do too, Flood. What a lot of people don't know is a good thing. You remember back in the day when the lights would go out or the cable would go out? What would happen? The whole neighborhood would come out. Yo,
Come
what's going on?
outside. Yep.
Now you don't even know who the hell your neighbor is
Correct.
nowadays when you start thinking about it. But back in the 60s and the 70s, everybody knew each other. You know, you would go outside when the lights, and you had a sense of community. So people should start building these small knit like you should have somebody that has some type of medical training, somebody who has some type of engineer training. You understand what I mean?
You got to put your team together,
You
your
want
tribe.
to get yourself a group of people that you're going to be able to survive in if everything, you know what I mean? You want to get a botanist or somebody to deal with the garden. You know what I mean? It's
Correct.
good to find people in your area and collaborate with them.
Somebody who knows when the temperature get ready to drop, you know, that's when you plant them greens.
No, they're ready.
That's when you plant them greens, you know. Like right now, my pop's got greens in his garden right now.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's basically all I needed to say, bro. But you can hit me up anytime you know have a question or whatever.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah, no worries, brother.
All right.
All right.
Man, that was a great call, man. Phone lines are open. So from that call from Jared, we got water, gardening, get you some little chickens, be able to get in and out of trades rather quickly, silver. One thing we mentioned water, we didn't mention ammo though. We didn't mention ammo. You gotta have you some damn ammo, straight up. You survived communism. What's up, Lamar? Oh, you said you out. All right. Mamdani shouldn't have been allowed to happen. Mamdani is a direct byproduct of not paying attention. Mamdani is a direct byproduct of not paying attention. They didn't pay attention until it was too damn late. They didn't pay attention until it was too late. I'll also say that Silva did hurt Cuomo a little bit. Silva being in the race did hurt Cuomo. Yeah, Seal would hurt Cuomo a lot in that race. Hmm. Yeah, that's a direct byproduct of not paying attention. He announced this run for mayor. Nobody took heed until it was too late. He got the street team. Mamdani did a organized action plan. Mamdani became omnipresent. The things that I wrote, like I wrote 2 books over the summer, chat, and exactly the exact playbook that's in my books is what Mamdani and his team ran. They got an organized action plan, and they focused on building community. They built the community and put an organized action plan behind that community. And when they caught moments, they doubled and tripled down on those moments to create omnipresence, to where Mamdani's voice got into places that it would have never got into. If y'all realize, Mamdani's voice was in a lot of places that Cuomo's voice just wasn't there. Mamdani's voice was in a lot of places that Silva's voice just wasn't there. That's what you call omnipresence. That was an actual organized action plan, started with community focused organized action plan that trickled into a damn snowball effect, and it created omnipresence. And that right there is the definition of omnipresence, where no matter where you look, no matter where you went, it was fucking Mamdani. It was Mamdani on X. It was Mamdani on YouTube. It was Mamdani on TikTok. It was Mamdani on everywhere but fucking Facebook. If you want to be real, it was Mamdani was everywhere but Facebook, bro. Real talk. Mamdani was everywhere but Facebook. It just goes to show you got, let's be real. Mamdani, a failed rapper. I'm a failed rapper too, so don't take that to heart, Mamdani. Mamdani, a failed rapper. Now he's the mayor of New York. You got Cash Patel, podcaster. Now he FBI director. You got um. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. The world is yours, Chad. That's one thing I want y'all to take from this whole conversation. The world is yours, man. The world is yours. That's crazy, man. We got, yep, Trump, kind of reality star, Cash Patel, damn podcaster, Mamdani, a failed rapper. This is what we asked for, though. And everybody was tired of having the CIA running the damn politics, the FBI, and long-term politicians that's been bread and damn industry plants. Everybody was tired of that. Everybody got tired of, you know what I'm saying, daddy's money. Everybody was tired of daddy's money running politics. And then what happened? They got tired of daddy's money running politics, and it just went super fucking woke. It went way woke. Daddy's money turned into damn rainbow hair and black nail polish and shit, man. And now we're trying to find out where we're gonna settle as a country, man. We're trying to. Daddy's money turned into fucking rainbow hair and black nail polish, and now we're trying to figure out where the hell we meet in the middle. That's where America's at right now. Shit. Oh yeah, Gavin Newsom, a podcaster too now. It's crazy, man. Y'all tell me about the politics in y'all area. See, I'm in Arkansas, so Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she's up for re-election. Fred Love is probably gonna be who she's running against, a guy named Fred Love, and I'm just gonna be real. He gonna have to pull off some damn Mom Donnie shit to get if he plans on beating Sarah Huckabee Sanders, because right now his campaign is non-existent. Online, at least. Online, his campaign is non-fucking existent, bro. Like, shit's terrible. I seen he did 2 town halls. I seen he did a town hall in El Dorado, then he did one in Hot Springs. I want to see if some of these local politicians, when they do town halls, I'm gonna go pull up on them. We're gonna pull up on them, see what's going on. You say Pennsylvania is all confused? It's crazy. You in Massachusetts? Prayers for Brown University. I seen that they released y'all see they released that other video. I haven't even watched it. I was gonna watch it with y'all tonight, but I wanted to do, a more personal live to where we not really watching clips. It's more just us talking, hanging out. Let me see. Fox News. Fox News. Brown Uni new footage. Yeah, let's see this new footage, man. They got some new footage of this dude, man. Oh, he got a COVID mask on.
Good morning, Walt. This morning, Brown University remains under lockdown. There is a shelter-in-place order still in effect here at Brown University, as now we are at 14 hours into the manhunt for this
Where the hell is the
person, a
other?
person of interest believed to be the shooter responsible for killing.
All right, that's from yesterday, man. They just released some new footage some hours ago. Did I put it in the Discord? They released some new footage like a couple hours ago. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, they say Warren Buffett moved 348 billion. I said million earlier. He moved 348 billion into the Japanese yen, allegedly. Damn. Let's see though. Where is the new? I guess I didn't save it, but they did put out some new footage of the shooter. New videos right here.
30 investigators continue to search for clues that could help them identify a suspect in Saturday's shooting at Brown University, which killed 2 students and injured 9 others. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Montepovo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. Today, authorities shared new videos and pictures of a person of interest. Here's what we know. Those videos and pictures released at a news conference earlier this evening show the person of interest from multiple angles. This is the same person of interest in the video police first shared in the aftermath of the shooting, but that video only showed his back. The FBI is now offering a $50,000.
So y'all mean to tell me they let this dude, this damn pot belly, walk in that motherfucker, shoot 10 people, unalive 2, and slip the fuck out? Bro, he's shaped like Winnie the Pooh. How the fuck?
In the aftermath of the shooting, but that video only showed his back.
Man, hell no. Ain't no way they just let Pooh Bear escape, bro. This cannot be him, bro. This cannot be him, bro. No wonder he's not running. He probably out of breath. Hell. What?
The shooting, but that video only showed his back. The FBI is now offering a $50,000.
Man, it ain't no fucking way.
And police are still asking for more video, pictures, and information. The tip line is on your screen.
We have team coverage for you tonight. Lauren Brill is learning more about the students killed and the survivors.
But first, let's get to Kayla Fish live outside the Providence Public Safety Complex with the latest on the investigation to find the gunman. Kayla?
Well, Shannon and Mike, police do not yet have the suspect, the shooter, in custody, which of course has created a lot of fear and anxiety among people who live in this city and really all of Rhode Island. But investigators believe that new video, which we will show you again in just a moment, will help them track down the suspect. Now, at this hour, right behind me, there are people inside the Providence Public Safety Complex who are answering the tip line that police have put out to try to gather details to help them find this suspected shooter. Providence police providing the clearest look yet at the suspected gunman who killed 2 people and hurt 9 more at Brown University Saturday.
And the sooner we can identify that person, the sooner we can, I think, blow this case open.
The video and pictures showing the suspect's face for the first time, covered in what looks like a black medical mask. The chilling footage is from the areas of Cook, Manning, Hope, and Benevolent Streets, taken at about 2 p.m. Saturday, hours before the first 911 calls came in. Authorities...
Man, look how he walking, man. Man, do this look like a dude that was on a suicide mission, chat? Do this look like a dude that didn't plan on making it home? Man, he ain't got his ass walking around like he finna go to the Starbucks, man. Dude knew he was finna go home, man. Look how he walking, man.
Taken at about 2 p.m. Saturday, hours before the first 911 calls came in. Authorities described the man as 5'8" with a stocky build, believed to be armed.
Man, he walking like some traffic coming, man.
Investigators say he targeted Brown University specifically and used a 9mm handgun in the shooting, firing off several rounds. The FBI offering a $50,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest or conviction.
No amount of information is too small.
Man, how the hell they got 50 million on Maduro, but they only got 50 racks for this dude that just shot 10 people and killed 2? They got 50 million on Maduro ass, but they got 50,000 on this guy, man. God dang, man. We couldn't even get a quarter ticket, man. 250,000, man. What's going on, man? We got 50 million on Maduro and 50,000 for this guy. At least we know who the fuck Maduro is.
Or irrelevant.
Investigators returned to the area around the shooting today, scouring bushes and the snowy ground for clues. Federal agents went door to door at homes and businesses looking for surveillance video as police increased their presence not only in Providence but at schools around the state.
We're serious about having people and the families feel safe.
Providence Mayor Brett Smiley says the tragedy is starting to become very real for the community.
You know, we're all 2 degrees of separation from one another. It's starting to get very personal for our community, which is hard. And that's, I think, where we are sort of emotionally in the process. But we're here for one another.
Now, authorities have not scheduled any additional briefings for new information tonight unless they get...
It ain't no fucking way, bro. That shit crazy. Hold on, chat. Shit crazy, man. Why is Mr. Worldwide doing sign language? I don't know, man. You can't tell if he's white, black, or Mexican, man. That dude wasn't black, man. That dude wasn't black. That dude wasn't black, man. I'm sitting here looking at this. This ain't no black man right there, man. Nah, hell no. Hell no, that ain't no black man. I could tell y'all what race he built like, but y'all might cancel me. Y'all might say I fucked up. Shit. Y'all know some races be having builds and shit, body types and shit. Y'all want to call in, man? Tell me y'all thoughts and opinions on this shooter, man. Y'all think he an ICE agent? You say you're a proud citizen of course you're America first. You're a proud citizen of Argentina. We love your $40 billion. Y'all make that shit stretch. You know what I'm saying? Make that 40 billion stretch. You know what I'm saying? Cause Next time this shit might have to go through Congress. You know what I'm saying? Next time it might have to go through Congress, and they saying they America first. So that 40 y'all got, man, Malay, make sure Malay ass is on point with that 40 billion because the farmers and shit over here not happy, man. So y'all got the 40 billion. You said you America first. You appreciate the 40 billion. That's cool. You know, just make that shit stretch. You know what I'm saying? Make that 40 billion stretch. Don't let Malay do all that bullshit with that money, man. All right, man. Let's see. All right, they told y'all Cash Patel was on thin ice. Now we got these news outlets saying the same shit. When I was the first one reporting, remember yesterday, my thing was, my live title was Cash Patel is on thin ice. Everybody came in the damn chat last night. Oh, why is Cash Patel on thin ice? Why is Cash Patel on thin ice? I laid out the shit. It seemed pretty clear to me. We know what the fuck is on them boats over there in this international water, but we don't know who the fuck just walked into Brown University, shot 10 people, killed 2, and just slipped outside like a thief in the night in the broad daylight. Oh, his ass in trouble. Then they say they get a tip. They get a tip, bruh. A tip that sends them 30 minutes outside of the city to a hotel, and they just detain somebody for 17 hours and to figure out this isn't the guy. His ass on thin ice. His ass on thin ice. Shit. Now we got all these other outlets talking about ex FBI agent slams Cash Patel and Brown University misinformation and shit. Yeah, his ass on thin ice.
Manhunt is underway for the person suspected of fatally shooting 2 people on the campus of Brown University. Earlier tonight, the FBI released these new images of a person of interest while announcing a $50,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. The latest cleanup effort coming from the very top of the FBI. Sunday morning, FBI Director Kash Patel raced to social media to announce an arrest had been made in connection to the case. Local authorities confirmed they acted on a tip that came directly from the FBI. The only problem? The wrong man was apprehended. Here's how one Brown student, who herself is the survivor of a prior school shooting, described the terrifying negligence.
The second that we found out that the shooter, or the supposed shooter, was in custody, this weight was lifted off everyone's shoulders. And I remember last night I was with friends when we started getting all the alerts.
You see that? We thought the shooter was in custody. Wrong, man. They got the wrong damn man. They just went and picked somebody to fuck up. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, chat. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If all of this shit and these slews and these people coming together on the internet doing this investigative journalism and working shit, they would have sent dude ass to jail. They would have sent his ass to jail. Whoever they picked up from that hotel would have been in the feds right now, man. They know they just couldn't do it, man. They just couldn't just keep his ass locked up knowing it wasn't him. Believe me this, man. Had Tyler Robinson and them fake ass text messages, had yeah, a lot of this shit now went on, man. They were whoever they picked up 30 minutes outside of Brown University that they detained for 17 hours and cut loose. Oh, his ass would have been locked up. We would have seen him wearing a bulletproof vest on the way walking in the court and shit.
They released him, that they got the wrong guy. And you felt the tension grow in the room, and you felt that weight kind of go back onto people, and people became scared again.
No mistakes with real consequences. Here with more, Michael Feinberg, MS Now national security and intelligence analyst. He's a former assistant special agent in charge with the FBI and a fellow at Lawfare.
Michael, let's start where Alicia ended.
You said not many people have flat feet. Maybe not where you from. I'm from the country, man. Everybody flat footed in the country, man. Bring your ass to the country. Everybody's flat footed. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. And we all got flat feet in the South, man. If they from the South and they said they ain't got flat feet, man, they wasn't outside.
Right. Real mistakes have real consequences. If the FBI is now releasing new video and photos about 48 hours later, what does that tell you about where this investigation is? And we welcome your comments about just the posting from the FBI director that then prompted the authorities to give out information that they had not given out.
Yeah, so there's a few things to unpack in those questions. And I'd be remiss if I didn't begin by noting that this is not the first time this has happened with Cashman's. During the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination, he tweeted out information that often directly contradicted past tweets, specifically dealing with the supposed apprehension of the subject. During the raid on John Bolton's house, he was tweeting about the search as it was going on, which directly puts the involved agents' lives in danger if people flock to the scene and decide to take issue. With respect to the plot that was unmasked in Michigan, I think around Halloween, it was reported recently in the Wall Street Journal that his tweeting about that arrest before other nationwide efforts were complete caused other suspects in other regions of the country involved with the case to speed up their plans to leave the United States. So, at the most basic level, he is throwing a wrench in the works of the investigative process with every tweet or pronouncement he makes without actually knowing the facts.
Thank you, Deborah.
Now, this has other consequences too. It is incredibly cruel, as we just saw, to the community of Providence, and particularly the students at Brown, who thought for a moment that they were safe, that the problem was contained, and that they did not need to worry it. And we've
Thank you,
know,
Doofus.
there are students there for whom this is their second mass shooting. That's probably another topic. But lastly, I'd point out that if he's telling people that they have the subject, then other law enforcement agencies, which are not directly involved in this particular manhunt, but are in the surrounding areas, who would probably have their feelers attuned to what was going on and be on the lookout for anything suspicious in neighboring areas, might have let their guard down thinking that there was no longer a problem.
Thank you, LD.
Caused us to lose a tip.
You said, what do I mean by America first? Putting the interest of America first, man. For our future, our kids' future, not selling out, not putting other countries before us, not putting other agendas and shit before. We're sitting here, still got all of this shit going on, man, and we ain't even got free school lunch for the damn kids, man. Like, come on, man. We don't have a health care plan. Here we are, fucking December 16th. We don't know what the hell is finna go on with health care. It's about to get bad, Chad. It might get fucked up over the next few months, bro. Over the next 6 months, it might really just get fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, Chad. It might just get fucked up, bro. Dang. Man, yeah, I hate to say that. I don't like coming on here being doom and gloom, but it's like, man, fuck, bro. It's a lot going on, man. Maduro got 50 million on his head. We already seasoned oil tankers and shit. We really just put it out there, man. That was a 300 or 400 million dollar lick, 1.9 million barrels of oil plus a whole oil tanker. That's a 400 million dollar lick. Knocking smoke off of these little boats in the water, man. just came out with a new national security strategy. Trump's bringing back Monroe Doctrine 2.0. Fuck the EU is basically what he's saying, man. Fuck the EU. Let's get Russia and China influence out of the Western Hemisphere. Yeah. Still got the 3,000-year holy war going on that America seems to always be involved in. Just had Nicki Minaj with shit. We said pray for the Nigerian Christians. Look like Trump said that shit got to get together or some shit finna go on over there. It's that lady named Maloney. What's the lady name? Italy president. I think what Italy and who was that? Hungary. They already saying they finna do their own thing when it comes to America, the relations with America. Nobody likes Keir Starmer. Japan got a new leader. Warren Buffett just moved fucking $350 million into the Japanese yen. Japan new leader talking about giving security guarantees to Taiwan. I think we just allocated like $1 billion out of that $900 billion defense bill to Taiwan. The Philippines got like $1.5 billion. Shit is fucking crazy, bro. This shit is fucking crazy, bro. Oh Lord. It is what it is though, you know, at this point. I'm right now, Chad, over the last few days, like it is a lot going on, but over the last few days, a lot of my focus and my research and attention has been going on is on these data centers and the energy, the shit that they're trying to put in space right now. What Bill Gates and Elon are trying to put these damn satellites in space, move the data centers to space, be able to cover every square inch of the world and monitor it 24/7 in real time. Talking about harnessing the power of the sun, taking us from a type 0 civilization straight to a type 2 civilization. They're making it seem like we're just gonna skip type 1 civilization. Like we going from whatever the fuck we are now straight to a type 2 civilization. I don't know, bro. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Get somebody else to do it. Then, as far as we know, since inception, technology has pretty much always moved forward. It's undefeated. Whether it dies and reemerges in a certain type of way. Like, let me give y'all an example. Y'all remember VR headsets? They tried to do the VR headset thing for a long time. Didn't work. Now they got the VR headsets. They tried to do the glasses, the Google glasses. I remember seeing the Google glasses back like 2010, 2011, 12. 10,000 a pair. I remember they was like 10,000 a pair. I was playing. I had them. I didn't. They weren't mine, but I had them. Oh, like damn, this the future. Now you got Meta glasses and shit. It took from 2000 like 11 or 12 all the way to like 20. What I say over the last year, they've been becoming popular. Shit, it's just ongoing, man. They're gonna keep trying till they do this shit. Now we in a transhuman world already. Not with the damn furries and shit, LGBTQ, but I mean like with the Neuralink and shit, man. We got 12 people walking around with Neuralink right now that we know of. Now we're not even talking about equivalents, government issued shit or nothing. We have 12 individuals with Neuralink right now. That's what we know of. What the fuck do we really think that got over here, man? These folks is downloading skills and shit, man. Motherfucker put their Neuralink on, man. Motherfucker put their Neuralink on chat, and they might can download some contract killer skills in your fucking head. Real talk. Just gonna be honest with you, man. That's the kind of shit that I think about, Chad. That's the kind of. I know y'all think like I might be like ooh off the rails. I'm not making any theories. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's the kind of shit that runs through my mind. Like these are the possibilities. You know, we always talked about the MK Ultra and how it is and that. Like, yeah, MK Ultra was kind of crazy, but this shit, this Neuralink shit, it's downloadable fucking skills, bro. You download a contract fucking killer shit into this dude, man, and cut him loose. Shit is crazy, bro. This is where we're at in the world. This shit is crazy. Then not only are we talking about downloadable skills, it's like they can manipulate your emotions, like remove all empathy, no empathy. Think about that. Think about somebody hooked up to a system that's similar to that. You put the damn whatever physical skills into them, whatever, and then you remove all empathy for said amount of time and then you just cut the shit back on. See, before we used to think it was spookism and shit like that because it was like hypnosis or, you know what I'm saying, MK Ultra, you know what I'm saying, brain shockwaves and hooking, electroshock. Now when you see those little bitty cords and shit, the little cords and shit connecting to your the spinal cord and your brain stems and shit, now it seems viable because everybody's plugged a fucking charger in. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, probably hooked up a fucking some speaker wire or something. Now it becomes fucking it registers. Like when we get them having that mysticism and spookism and shit, it doesn't register all the time. But when you see some tangible shit like, oh, they finna wire your ass up. They finna hook you up. Now I can see the shit happen. Doesn't fucking surprise me at all. Some crazy shit. Some crazy shit. Like your mood will be determined by some. I don't even know what it's gonna be determined by. The algorithm, the update, whatever, whoever feels like it for the day. Oh, it's not gonna be like that, plug. It might not. But one random Tuesday, when they want everybody to be pissed the fuck off, they might just make everybody pissed the fuck off on this Tuesday. Motherfuckers go to work cussing people out, download fight skills and shit. Then they're gonna bring the government in. Now the government in your fucking head, regulating your thoughts. You thought free speech was something. Wait till you can't even think what the fuck you want to think. Can't even think what you want to think. They ain't gonna give you the option. They ain't even gonna let you veer off to think about some shit you want to think. Man, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. We gotta stand up against this shit. We gotta stand up against this shit. Oh no, we on a time crunch right now, Kasumi. My prediction is we got less than I came out and I laid out a prediction. I did it on the live. I think I took that live down, but I said we had 25 years, but we don't got 25 years, Chad. These are accelerationists that we're talking about. We are dealing with accelerationists. All of these technocrats, accelerationists. All of these politicians at the highest level, accelerationists. We don't got 25 years, bro. Before civilization is split. And when I say split, I don't mean like at war or no shit. I just mean that there's gonna be a new set of differences. Like right now, people are differentiated by, you know what I'm saying, race or gender or height and shit like that. Well, now that we have the Neuralink and we have that, people are gonna be there's gonna be a new identifier. It's gonna be linked and unlinked, linked and unlinked, and that's gonna cause a fundamental shift. The world has to change. Once a certain amount of people, I don't know what that number is, chat. I don't have the exact number yet, but once a certain number of people become linked, the world will never be the same. The world already isn't the same with 12 people being Neuralink because there's no going back now. But we can shape this shit. We can shape this shit. That's why it was so scary to me when Trump did the executive order banning all state AI regulation. Shit like that. That's what was one of the reasons it was so scary. Then we have, I mean, DeSantis came out and was like, look, when it comes to the data centers, shit, we still regulate that. Like, we ain't doing it here. So DeSantis is pushing back a little bit with the data centers, but I don't know, Chad. China's predicting by 2032 that they'll have 100 million people that's linked. A lot of predictions are saying in America there will be between 100,000 and a million people linked in the next 3 years. They're gonna push it to the gaming community. Watch for this, chat. They're gonna push it to the gaming community first, hard. They're gonna push it very hard to the first person shooters and the shit. They're gonna push it very hard. This might be why they're waiting on GTA 6. God, oh my God. This is why they're waiting on GTA 6, bro. You already have some VRs paying people $16 an hour, real money, to work in their VR stores. When you hook up, we know we've been thinking about the metaverse and how the metaverse was gonna come. Everybody was thinking the metaverse was just gonna be some fucking goggles or a fucking suit. Man, this shit might be early or something equivalent along with it. And it's like you don't gotta, it's just automatic thought. Like you think this shit is finna be crazy, Chad. It might be fucked up, bro. It might be fucked up, bro. What's up, Chris? Man, I'm just sitting here talking, man, talking to the chat. Nobody called in, so I'm right now, I'm just brainstorming. If you want to be real, brainstorming about the direction of the future, man. Brainstorming about the direction of the future. Because I'm just going to be real, chat. If they're saying GTA 6 will be the biggest thing to ever come out, man, and they keep delaying it, and now they've delayed it all the way to 2026, but they said they fired a lot of the developers, and now they thinking about going on strike to bring the developers back. Man, they know that they gotta put this shit with the linked, man, with the Neuralink, man, or something similar. Basically, when I say they gotta put it with Neuralink, what I mean exactly is they have to make it to where it's no communication straight from the brain, no controller, just like these Neuralink patients. And then this takes us into talking about these uh aliens or advanced civilizations and shit when they said these people didn't have to speak to talk to each other. Man, you don't listen. If they on the same network, they probably don't. Think about everybody having a Neuralink equivalent and being on a closed network. You don't have to fucking speak. Your thoughts can talk to each other. We don't think that they're testing that shit already. If I've thought of this shit right here just getting high, I know Elon got this shit in the works. Straight up. Let's just be honest, bro. I'm not a genius. I'm just high right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn. Everybody was talking about. See, that's the difference, bro. Like, I want somebody to call in because I hate just sit here going back and forth with myself because it's like, see, a lot of people always attributed it to it being like a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's not spiritual, but everybody thought like the telepathy or talking to one another without, you know what I'm saying, moving your mouth or any vocal coming out. Everybody always thought that, you know, raise your consciousness, You know what I'm saying? It's spiritual or the aliens or you know what I'm saying? Just so, man, this shit is technology too. I'm not saying that that's not true, but for sure they can do this shit through technology. If they can't do it through technology yet, we're damn close, bro. How can it not? This guy that has ALS or whatever he has, I don't know what the exact condition he has is. He can't move. He can't talk. He can't do anything right now. But he can think. And he has a Neuralink. And that Neuralink allows him to edit videos, play the game, talk, all of that shit. He's playing the game. He just played his first video game with another Neuralink user. They're both playing the game with each other with their thoughts. Now, y'all mean to tell me that I heard Elon say the thing that he needed with Neuralink was broadband and shit way back in the day. He needed broadband. Now you mean to tell me that if that's available, that's possible, this shit can't be a closed network to where people are just talking to each other and they know exactly who it is that's talking to who? You say Starlink. So what's fucking next? That's gonna cut out the need for communication, for vocal, verbal communication. Eventually, maybe that's 1,000 years from now, a few hundred years from now, but eventually that point is there. And what Elon did with Neuralink is took the damn spookism out of it. He took the yeah, he took the mystic. Damn, he took the damn mysticism out of the shit, man, and made it tech. Made it ones and zeros and shit. Whether he did it or his company did it or whoever the fuck did it, man, they made the shit tangible. They made it something you could reach out and put your fucking hands on. What was they doing back in the 70s? Yeah, that's why you got that Starlink satellite, man. You grab that Neuralink, man. You get you a monthly subscription to that little Starlink thing, man. You can go anywhere in the world and be hooked up, man. Had 200 IQ. They'll probably put that shit behind the paywall. They'll probably put IQ behind the paywall in the future, chat. Honestly, they gonna monetize everything, man. They gonna put IQ behind a monthly subscription. Shit is crazy. Yeah, what you say that they do? I talk without spaces. Maybe. Might. Somebody wanna call in, man? What is that? Oh, that's a green screen. Um, what it do, Top Cat? I was just trying to see what the green screen look like. That shit look terrible. That shit look terrible. Nice shit. Top Cat, we chilling, man. And we was talking about America first, and then I got the going on one about Neuralink and what I think the future holds, man. And this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. I just said that in the future they gonna put IQ behind the paywall, a monthly subscription you gonna pay, unlike different levels of IQ and shit. They already doing it with the cars. Toyota, I think, after the first year, you gotta pay like 600 a year. It's a monthly subscription to be able to use the full power of your car. It's crazy. You bought a car and then you gotta pay a monthly subscription to use the features to be able to go as fast as you wanna go or whatever. That shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Mm. Your car internet is like that, yeah, but they finna make it to where you can't even drive fast. Damn, it's 2 in the morning. It's a mindset thing. Like Marco said, it's a mindset thing. This shit crazy. Let me see. I don't know how to add people. There used to be a little button down here where I could bring y'all. I don't know, man. Top Cat, you gonna call in? Lay off the fence, bro. Yeah, I ain't never done fence. I skipped out on that one.
Now is Democratic Senator Chris Coons of Delaware.
Senator, your response to this letter from Senator Kelly's lawyers.
Well, look, I think Senator Kelly's on very solid ground here. He's a decorated combat veteran, an astronaut, a friend, and a colleague. And he participated in a video that just restated current law. And frankly, now that we've seen a whole series of suspect strikes in the Southern Caribbean on drug boats, where there is some real question about a second strike back in September, this isn't a hypothetical. Raising the issue that members of our armed services should be comfortable refusing an illegal order is not something that's without context and without current controversy. So I think as a currently serving senator, the idea that the military can use his retiree status to drag him back in front of a court and try to court-martial him is just outrageous.
They are running afoul of the law. They have no real legal rationale for what they are doing off the coast of Venezuela. And
I'm aware.
This is the president today. Take a listen.
I have to say the drugs coming in by sea are down 94%. And we're trying to figure out who the other 6% are. But they're down 94%, and we're going to start hitting them on land, which is a lot easier to do, frankly. With the help of our great service members, we've stopped the invasion in its tracks, and we're dismantling the cartels very rapidly.
No invasion. The drugs were never coming from Venezuela. Like, everything there is factually inaccurate. So let's just talk about the part where he says we're going to start hitting them on land.
So we're supposed to be getting a briefing, an all senators briefing tomorrow from Secretary Hegseth and from Secretary Rubio. I hope we will get some clarity about what the administration's plans are. I'll remind you, Trump ran on I'll lower your costs, make America healthy again, and no new stupid wars. He's failed on one, failed on two, and now seems to be sleepwalking into number three. It's unclear to me what the goal really is. Because if it really were stopping drugs coming into America, he wouldn't have just pardoned the former president of Honduras, who was convicted by an American court of shipping not a few hundred kilos, but 400 tons of cocaine into the United States. As you mentioned, a lot of the drugs being transported by hapless fishermen who are minor players in the Tren de Agua gang off the coast of Venezuela are headed towards Europe. They're not headed to the United States. We haven't been given any proof that this is stopping some invasion of the United States. But the president himself pardoned someone who was directly involved in that. So is this about overthrowing Maduro? Then what's the plan for dealing with the chaos and instability that would likely result from overthrowing a dictator? We've seen that before in Iraq and in Libya. And is this really about making a play for Venezuela's oil and critical minerals? They owe us an answer, because our role in the Constitution as the elected branch is to represent the people when we make decisions about sending young men and women in harm's way around the world. So hopefully we'll get a better briefing tomorrow than we've gotten so far, but they've been very tight-lipped and failed to answer any of our serious questions.
I suspect you probably won't. I mean, look, you mentioned Iraq and Libya and the lessons learned from that for the U.S. administrations then and subsequent is regime change is not the game, because the perils of regime change are largely unknown until they hit. And you don't know how things happen and unfold on the ground. So that reality is no different in Venezuela. And the president of the United States should have the common sense enough, since he's been on the planet for 80 years, to understand that that's not how this works. And yet, and still, the meeting tomorrow, hopefully Secretary Rubio will bring some common sense to the conversation. And you can press him. I have no hope in your conversation with Pete Hegseth. I don't think he fully understands what he's supposed to do in that room in conversation with you. But Secretary Rubio does, because he was a member of your body. He sat next to you guys in committee hearings and listened to the same evidence about such things as regime change and knows exactly how that plays out. So how do you anticipate pressing him tomorrow in getting the answers? Chuck Schumer made note today on this. After months of stonewalling, the administration is finally briefing all senators because Senate Democrats pushed for answers. But let's be clear, transparency means showing the facts. All senators must be allowed access to view the September 2nd strike video, and any secrecy would raise more questions than answers. So in the broader picture here, you can have a conversation in which you get a lot of blah, 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 right? Nothing. Or you can have a very specific conversation in which you press the Secretary of State, who was a former member of your body, who knows better, and say, sir, what's the deal?
A former member who's had it out for Maduro his entire career. So how sure are we that he's not in cahoots?
Thank you.
I suspect that this is something that Secretary Rubio has principally been pushing, trying to overthrow Maduro. He has been focused for 15 years on the authoritarian regimes in our hemisphere, in Cuba and Nicaragua and Venezuela. This is something he feels very deeply and he's very passionate about. That's fine for him to have strongly held opinions. What's not fine is for him to put Americans in harm's way with no clear plan for how we're going to deal with the consequences, how it's going to impact our standing in the hemisphere, and what kinds of costs we're going to pay with what could end up being a quagmire in the Western Hemisphere, much like the ones that we got dragged into in Southwest Asia, in Iraq and Afghanistan. So if President Trump has any real concern as a lame duck president about his legacy, not starting more stupid wars ought to be on his very short list of things he's going to avoid doing. And the national security strategy that just came out last weekend is an unfortunate hat tip about how far off from our traditional values they've gotten. Marco Rubio, as chair of intelligence, was very clear that China was the #1 pressing threat for the United States, our pacing threat, and clear that Russia is an adversary and an aggressor. In fact, he and I gave a joint speech on the floor one evening, literally finishing each other's sentences about how much of a threat Russia is to the United States. This administration's new national security strategy largely abandons all of that. Seems to be more interested in culture war than in deterring or preventing an actual war. I've just written an editorial, A Peace and Democracy.
We got it. Yeah,
you got it.
Piece from it.
That talks about how Democrats need to not just run against Donald Trump and not just criticize the bad decisions he and his leadership are making, but to also have a positive and affirmative agenda. And what I'm suggesting is opportunity, security, and justice, keeping in mind that the average American voted based on costs. They want to know that their kids are going to have a better life than they have, that social mobility is still possible, that if you work hard and play by the rules, you can have enough for retirement, you can have a better life for your family. Security isn't just physical security, it's also economic security.
All right, Jared.
That your retirement's going to be secure, that we're going to defend Social Security, that we're going to make sure that people who are in this country are here legally, and that those who are not here legally have a fair shot at being here legally and at contributing to our country, and if they won't, at being removed. Last, justice. We have to look through that lens at everything. If we're trying to make a country that is greater in terms of its opportunity, we've got to make sure that opportunity is broadly shared. If we're concerned about security, we need to enforce that in a way that is just and humane. To me, this is a gospel justice, Torah righteousness focus that says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and how we conduct ourselves, whether it's in a potential war in the Western Hemisphere, or how we treat ourselves, our brothers and sisters and neighbors in terms of health care, takes a look at justice at the same time we are prioritizing opportunity and security.
Part of what you lay out in your piece for Democracy Journal is the fact that even though Republicans' brand is in the tank,
Right.
when you poll voters, they still say they trust
Right.
Republicans more than they trust Democrats.
Right.
So everything you're laying out, I think, is very appealing to a broad swath of voters. At the same time, you do not have the capacity to deliver that right now in the minority. So then is the promise, put us back into the majority and we can deliver on this, and then we will regain your trust in the process of executing?
It's recognizing that the question, when did Democrats stop caring about working people, is a question I've been asked and many elected officials have been asked. And we need to re-earn the trust of people in this country who are willing to work hard, who want to contribute, who want to know that there's going to be, on the other side of it, justice, security, and
Well,
opportunity.
how do you do that? What does that look like? Because I just feel like I worked on the first Biden campaign, and I was in the first year of the administration, and I remember the debates between everybody remember Build Back Better? I remember the debates between do you drop the care economy pieces and just go with the brick and mortar because that's what people can see, and folks did not understand that actually childcare wasn't an ancillary thing for people. That is a kitchen table issue, but people in not just the White House, but I also would argue some people in Congress were not talking. A lot of people in Congress didn't believe that. Folks like Ayanna Pressley, Congresswomen, were they literally were criticized very heavily for not supporting the passage of one part of that Build Back Better agenda because it didn't have the care economy pieces. So what specifically let's just say, your argument is put us back in the majority. What are Senate Democrats going to do?
Great. So read the piece. It's my proposal, I don't speak for all the Democrats.
Well, what would Chris
Obviously,
Combs
some
do?
would go more this direction, some would go more that direction. But to me, we need to have a stronger floor and no ceiling. We need to have an attitude towards opportunity that says we don't resent people who are successful. We don't resent people who are rich. We don't resent people who take chances, who are entrepreneurs, who start small businesses, who invest in their communities and their families. But we're also going to make sure that there's a strong platform. And so Joe Biden could have invested more in housing, did invest a lot in unions and making sure that we had good jobs, did put record amounts into infrastructure and record amounts into rebuilding communities and how we are able to care for each other. One of our big failings was not delivering on time. We took a long time getting that package through the Senate and through Congress. And so people saw some groundbreakings, but they didn't see the ribbon cuttings, and they didn't see the jobs actually happen. Folks are mad about costs because prices go up and wages don't go up enough to match them. Donald Trump mistakenly claims all the time that prices are coming down. They're not. That little show he gave at the Mount Airy Casino and Resort just a few days ago, he's just lying about prices are coming down. We need to focus on opportunity in a way that brings wages up. And that means doing things to promote fair trade, to promote investment in infrastructure, and to make it easier for people to afford the core things in life, which includes housing and daycare and education and healthcare. The big fight that we're picking right now, like literally today, is about affording healthcare. If you want a defining difference between Democrats and Republicans, it's that we've put a decade into making healthcare accessible and affordable.
All right, man, chat. Oh, this shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy, chat. Oh, I'm still a little hungry, too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, chat. I'm a little hungry. I got a couple of hash browns. I ate a honey butter chicken biscuit earlier. And now I got a couple of hash browns and a sweet tea. We can't be America only, Zinga. If we're America only, we gonna be a little fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. For sure. Elon did learn a lot about the government when he got access. A lot. A lot. Yeah. Damn. Uh-huh. Oh, they telling me I turn my phone to the side. How do y'all feel about it? Chat. You said he's a loose cannon? A loose cannon? Damn, man, this shit is crazy. They say Elon worth 600 billion now. $600 billion, man. Mm-mm. Damn, chat. You say air homelessness still exists. Damn, my man, sky audit inflation. I can't believe Nicki Minaj was coming at Gavin Newsom like that. Yeah, I say she trying to get a party with her people. She did speak at the UN too. Eight folks own more than half the wealth. Yeah, they say Elon already worth 600 billion. He got $1 trillion pay package, and they say Tesla. SpaceX gonna have the largest IPO in history. Shit, I don't think people realize how much $1 trillion is. Cause I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all, chat. I don't realize what $1 trillion is. Honestly, not to an individual. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $1 trillion is 1,000 billion. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, can you really put that in a perspective? Like having 1,000 billion. Like you could go buy the Cowboys tomorrow and not blink. Buying the Cowboys would be like the average person buying a pack of cigarettes. Huh. You about to email them and ask them for a loan? Let's say Elon don't be bullshit. Elon said Grok can teach you anything. Get on Grok, learn you a skill, and go get you a job, man. Lala, I'm gonna keep it real. You said you never heard of nobody blowing through $1 trillion. They gonna kill you before you spend $1 trillion. They'll literally kill you before they let you blow $1 trillion. They'll put you in jail. Hell yeah. Shit crazy, man. Well, yeah, Chad, I'm finna lay back, man. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We probably won't have a morning live stream. I got a few things I need to take care of. Um, tomorrow. So we're shooting for a nighttime live tomorrow. We're gonna shoot for a nighttime live on tomorrow, Chad. No morning live. I will probably post some videos. I got some videos I recorded, so I might drop a couple videos tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow evening, Chad. I'll be in the Discord tomorrow, hanging out though. That's where I'll be at tomorrow. If y'all want to pull up on me tomorrow in the morning, I'll be in the Discord pretty much all day tomorrow. All right, chat.